In this video, I'll show you how to knit a I-cord bind off. For demonstration, I'll work with contrast color yarn. I attached the new yarn to my blue working yarn simply by making a knot. To begin, we need to cast on 3 stitches. Cast on with a cable cast on method. Insert the working needle in between 2 first stitches. Take the yarn and pull it through. Now put the new loop onto the main needle. Repeat the same, cast on 2 more stitches, insert the needle in between the first and the second stitches, take the yarn and pull it through. And place the new loop onto the main needle. Again, insert the working needle in between the 2 stitches, take the yarn, pull it through, and place the new loop onto the main needle. I cast on 3 stitches. Now knit the first and the second stitch. Then slip the 3rd stitch onto the working needle. And knit the stitch on our knitted piece. We have 4 stitches on the working needle. Now pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and off the needle. 3 stitches remain on the working needle. Slip these 3 stitches back onto the main needle to continue. Now again, knit the 1st stitch. Then knit the 2nd stitch. Slip the 3rd stitch purlwise and knit the next stitch of our knitted piece. Again, we have 4 stitches on the working needle. Now pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and then off the needle. 3 stitches on the working needle, go back onto the main needle. And repeat over again. Knit 2 first stitches, 1 and 2. Then slip the next stitch, knit the next stitch. We have 4 stitches on the working needle. Pass the 2nd stitch of the working needle over the first one and off the needle. And slip 3 stitches back onto the main needle. Continue this way till the end. Knit 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then slip the next stitch purlwise, then knit 1. Then pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and off the needle. And transfer 3 stitches back onto the main needle. Repeat, knit 2, 1 and 2, slip the next stitch purlwise, knit the next stitch, and pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and off the needle. Transfer the 3 stitches back onto the main needle. Continue the same until you have all your stitches bound off. I almost done with my row. I still have 4 more stitches to bind off. Continue this method. Slip all stitches back onto the main needle. Knit first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Slip the next stitch purlwise. Knit the next stitch of our knitted piece. On the working needle, pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and off the needle. And slide all stitches back onto the main needle. 1, 2, and 3. Knit the 1st stitch, then knit the 2nd one, slip the 3rd one, and knit the next stitch of our knitted piece. Pass the 2nd stitch over the first one and off the needle. Slip 3 stitches back. Knit 2, 1 and 2, slip purlwise the third stitch, knit the next stitch, pass the second over the first one, and off the needle, and transfer 3 stitches back onto the main needle. Repeat, knit the first one, knit the second one, slip the third stitch, and knit the next one. This is the last stitch of our knitted piece. Then pass the second stitch on the working needle over the first one and off the needle. Now we have 3 stitches on the working needle that we need to bind off. For this, slip 3 stitches back onto the main needle, knit the first stitch, then knit the second stitch, pass the second over the first one and off the needle, knit the last stitch, again pass the second stitch over the first one and off the needle, cut the yarn and pull the last loop all the way through the stitch to secure the end. Here we have a decorative I-cord H that I made using red color yarn. This is the front of our work, and let's take a look at the back. On this swatch of reverse stockinette, I made an I-cord bind off, working on the front, and here is the back. On this swatch of stockinette, I made a cord of variegated yarn, which is also pretty. This is the front, and here is the back. This method is great for making edges for pockets, neck, sleeves, backs, and other. Thanks so much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe.